I'm Will O'Neill, Editor-in-Chief of TechRadar.
And I'm Alex Roth, Reviews Editor. We've got 4 Galaxy S4s, and we're going to take a little tour of the city of San Francisco in order to test some data speeds for the 4 major carriers.
And right here I have Sprint and Verizon.
I've got at&t and T-Mobile. Let's test some speeds.
We're going to test some speeds. So we spent the day roaming around San Francisco, visiting some of the city's more famous landmarks, testing out the Galaxy S4 on the 4 major US carriers, Verizon, at&t, Sprint, and T-Mobile. So Alex, what were your major takeaways from today's experience?
Well, it just goes to show you how much your service can vary, even block by block, especially in the city. You know, we tested Verizon and at&t, the 2 LTE carriers here in the city, and I would say at&t in our testing won out overall. They had the highest highs, but they both, had dips. They both had times where they were in the single digits.
And the one carrier that was the most consistent, I thought, was T-Mobile, which was kind of shocking.
Yeah. T-Mobile and Sprint are both just regular 4G. They're not LTE, which is faster. But T-Mobile was surprisingly consistent, getting around like 10 megs, whereas Sprint we were getting like 1 or 2, and that's pretty poor.
Yeah. And also we need to point out that T-Mobile is actually slowly spreading out its 4G LTE network here. So here in the office in South San Francisco, people who use T-Mobile are actually getting LTE speeds. And we've also heard that people are sort of sporadically getting LTE speeds in the city itself. But I guess our one big takeaway is that if you are thinking about switching carriers, it's important to talk to your friends and family where you live and your coworkers and actually talk to them about what kind of speeds they get on their individual carriers. It might be fun to even get a group of people together, download speed tests and do some tests yourselves, before you figure out and you jump carriers.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear your results, so share those in the comments. And also it's important to note that Sprint is expanding as well, and both Sprint and T-Mobile are still offering unlimited data plans, whereas Verizon and at&t are not, so it's something to consider.